What misconception about white people food do you now know is incorrect?
All right, so there's multiple types of white people food, right? There's you gotta realize the Great Depression did terrible things to the white American, right? And the 50s, right? Because white people all around the world can cook, even the Norwegians, except for Eastern Europeans, they just had nothing. Like they don't have anything there, but like Scandinavians can cook, right?
Wow.
So it's not that they don't season their food; it's that they just didn't have. Period.
Mhm.
Like I imagine culturally for thousands of years, right? You don't have. That's why do you think the British went around the world and lost their mind for tea, right? Lost their mind for curry. Why every British household, white British household, can make a curry now? Because have you actually had British food, right? Haggis. Like I'm from the Caribbean, so I've had
Baked
haggis,
beans and
blood pudding,
yams,
all that stuff. It's terrible, right?
liver.
So they just it's out of a lack of them not having. We as melanated folks, right, come from an area where the plants and the ground gave us all. So we come from a place of like, hey, it is what it is, right? They literally had nothing. Why do you think they lost their minds coming to get what we had? But most of their food is nasty.
Oh
Jello,
my God.
disgusting. Like casseroles, disgusting. Right? The Midwest white person might be one of the worst cooks that have ever existed. No offense to any Midwest white people in the chat. I hate to throw shade on y'all, but I lived in the Midwest. Right? It's terrible. The only thing you have good for you is it's savory because you put so much butter in there. But there's so much sour cream. And why is cheese supposedly a spice? When did cheese become a spice? Right? I don't understand why cheese became a spice. It makes no sense. I understand you
Somebody
don't
put
put
they
salt
put
and pepper, right? But why does
yeah.
cheese become like not just a condiment or a garnish? It's a spice on everything now.
And if you run, why don't you put cheese on it? Think of tater tots and how many times you've seen cheese on that. But the misconception here is that they think adding adding one two good things together will make a bad thing better. For example, coleslaw. I'll let it ride as a person who eats it. The part where they go terribly wrong is when they add raisins to it. Because raisins are great on their own, but then they throw it in coleslaw and you're like, why am I chewing for so goddamn
Or the
long?
potato
This is a
salad.
problem. Or the potato
The
salad.
potato salad.
You're probably thinking to yourself, wait a minute, hero. You're being a little facetious. Hold the womb. Brussels sprouts, an amazing dish. Caramelized, I'll give you that. These are two things separated, put together, great. You know where it kind of goes wrong? Even with another good thing, when you add a pound of buttered bacon to it. Because now, any vegetative thing that this nutritional thing was going to do for me is going to clog every artery in my body as I try to digest it. So,
Broccoli with
like,
cheese sauce. Oh,
the list goes
broccoli
on.
with cheese
So,
sauce.
if you think about it in the realest form of itself, Miracle Whip is literally their saving grace. And once I found out that, you know
Mayonnaise.
what, is it only goes on sandwich, but when I found out it started going on other things like Thanksgiving tables, that's when I knew. My misconception wasn't that their food was bad. It's just that they didn't know how to keep their food separated. And that's something Black people we take pride on, keeping our food separated.
Keep
Well,
segregation alive for the food. For the food, everybody. For the food.
wow.
The food. The
For the
food.
food, I
Hold on.
clarified this.
Let me go ahead and give that little
No,
upvote
that's
real
not
quick.
fair. That's
That
not.
was an
Okay, I
upvote.
thought I was about to get
No,
downvoted.
you better hit him. You better hit him with every force I got hit. Like you
I
better
said for
hit
the
him
food.
with everything you
No, no,
got.
no, no, no.